Know when you see it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do? What it do? 19 and 17 couldn't look so good to the new school. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Shout out to them Bucks. Them Bucks is them boys. Hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and say this. We won 1917. Brandon was complaining all night last night. He FaceTimed me. I'm going to go ahead and get straight to it. He FaceTimed me
What?
complaining. He was talking about the Bucks. He's talking about, oh, the defense is all good and all that. And then he gonna call me talking about when the Bucks is not going, they're not going to the Super Bowl. They do not look like a Super Bowl team.
So you
And
exaggerating. The only thing I said in any of that, that's true. I did say they don't look like a Super Bowl team. That's true. And I've been talking about their secondary since last season, even when we won the Super Bowl. The Bucs, I mean, the secondary just came together for those last 5, 6 games. But we all know that the secondary
the secondary
has
has some
been
grave diggers. They some grave diggers, and I think you
no.
just
I can say the front four, and I mean when Devin White and cohorts of Levante David, when they play on point, they are grave diggers. But that secondary ain't never been digging no graves until the
uh,
last part.
they ain't been digging no graves for
Until the last part of the season. Now I'm talking about consistency, and so yeah, I know Sean Murphy Bunting was out, has been out, Jamil Dean was out, but we needed help even with them starting. Like it's not like no one's afraid. No opposing team is afraid of the Buccaneers secondary, and that is the problem. Especially when defenses in our division
What's the
are getting
problem?
better.
You complaining like we lost now?
No, but hold on, let me finish. I just want our defense to make the Bucs defense great again. What is that? Make the Bucs. It ain't MAGA, but you know what I mean. Make the Bucs defense great again. I just want our defense to be feared again. There is no offense opposing team fears in our secondary. None.
Um, uh,
None. 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 There's no one that, because when you look at statistics, like we saw last night, quarterbacks come and play our Bucs team and throw up record numbers, and it's just true. I only talk facts.
man, my
Facts.
thing about it, you always complaining, bro. We
I
got
ain't
the dub.
complaining. We won.
We
That's
got
good.
the dub. Look. I'll tell you one thing. The Buccaneers run game got better. I said last week on Bucks where I said that the run game need to get better.
Well,
It
Leonard Fournette should have been
it,
starting.
it got better, right? It got better. All right. They committed more to the run. Shot to Lenny. He got 91 yards, I believe. Then also another thing, what I said, what I pointed out, pop my collar, if might I say, might as well pop it again. I'll pop it on that side. The Buccaneers, I challenged the defense to keep the offense from scoring over 20 points. They succeeded in that area as well. So what? If you got to consider this, think about this. The fact that we were
They made
able
Mac look like a Hall of Fame
the fact
quarterback.
that we were able to hold a team under 20 points no matter what, the fact that we were able to do that for the first time this year, that says a lot. All right. So give us credit due to all the injuries that we've been dealing with. Carlton Davis, SMB, Jamel Dean, Richard Sherman, first time out there. And you know Richard Sherman is sore. He was sore this morning. He said he needed 2 weeks to prepare. They threw him out there basically to the Wolves. And I will give him a B
So,
minus or a
so, so,
B
so that's
for
the
his
that's the
performance.
problem.
Shout out to Antoine Winfield. He was a grave digger. Shout out to Richard Sherman. He was a grave digger too. He recovered that fumble. Shout out to William Golson. He had a sack. Shout out to Joe Tryon. He had 2 sacks. Shout out to Shaq Barrett. He had a sack. And that's another thing too that Bruce Arians said that he wanted to correct. He wanted the DL to get better with sacking, and we did that. So I feel like that we improved ourselves. It was a sloppy game. We kept dropping the ball. Brake dropped the pass. Mike Evans dropped the pass. Lenny dropped the pass. I think even AB dropped the pass. Tom
He did.
overthrew
He dropped the touchdown.
Tom overthrew 4 or 5 passes, and it was raining. It was a very sloppy game. We happened to win, and so what? We got the dub. We could have lost the game, but guess what? We end up winning because our old kicker.
My problem is that the Bucs knew they needed secondary help this offseason. We go waste a second round draft pick on Kyle Trask, and
Whoa, whoa,
it
whoa,
would be hold on, let me finish.
whoa.
that he was not needed in the second round. We needed a secondary
You
help.
are disrespectful.
Because my problem with that is Kyle Trask has been inactive for about every game this season. He was inactive.
Why would he be inactive?
He was inactive last night.
Kyle Trask?
Yes, was inactive. If you go look at the inactive reports, Kyle Trask was inactive yesterday.
Okay.
And I think yes. And so my thing is you have a second round pick, which a second round pick usually should be a player that you know are going to carry your franchise in the future. We needed help on the defensive side. We needed a secondary corner. Again, when I look at the NFC South, the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers defense, number one in the NFL, we have teams that are getting better on defense as well, and we are not. And so when I say we are not, I mean secondary. Obviously, we know from the Vita Veas to JPP, who was out, to Joe Tryon is coming along. He played a hell of a game yesterday.
And I said he was going to come along too last week. I said last week, just give him a little bit more extra time, and he's going to be right there. He got 2 sacks out of that joker.
So we know the front, at least front seven, is going to be good for our defense. I'm just have always been concerned about the secondary because the NFL has also changed. The NFL is not this league anymore where you pound it down and you take 6-7 minute drives, teams averaging. That ain't the NFL anymore. The NFL is literally
last night with the Patriots.
The NFL is literally slugging it through the air. The Patriots slugged it through the air. They didn't run because.
What is your issue though? You have you stay complaining even when we win.
I don't have an issue. I just want our secondary to make the Bucs secondary great again.
You, sir, have an issue.
Make the Bucs secondary great again.
I think the secondary played good compared to what we've been doing.
No, I want. Look, bro, I want the Bucs secondary. Now, when we talk about secondary playing good, the Bucs secondary.
All those turnovers that we committed yesterday. How many turnovers we committed yesterday? 2, 3.
Well, we dropped the interception too.
But what I'm saying is, though, bro, we showed up like grave diggers, bro.
I look at stats, and you go look at the Patriots quarterback and his stats over 80%. Like, okay, let's take the game away, JB. If I told you was going to complete 80% of your passes, what would you say?
Who complete 80% of their passes?
The Patriots quarterback.
Just like what I told you last night. Considering the fact that of how many what his numbers look like, I'll take the dub for what it is. That means somebody stepped up and did their thing. Because with those numbers, what he had, it looked like they probably would have came out on top. But nowadays, it's quarterbacks out here throwing for 500 yards, 400 yards, 300 yards, and they walking away with L's now. This ain't like you said, we throwing and gunning now. So, I mean, I don't think numbers play a factor, but it's not the same as if it was, you acting like it's 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. If you're throwing up 400 yards, 300 yards, and the quarterback 9 times out of 10 is going to walk away with a dub.
So, I mean, I bring that up to say because I know this Bucs is greatness. Like, I'm looking at the schedule now. The Bucs shouldn't lose again to December 12th. Like, we shouldn't be in a lose situation again to December 12th. I'm looking at the schedule. So the Bucs play the trash Dolphins this Sunday. That should be a win. The Bucs go to Philly and play the Eagles in Philly. That should be a win. The Bears, rookie quarterback coming around. That should be a win. Now we go October 31st, play the Saints in New Orleans. We know how we play against the Saints. That's a toss-up, but I still think the Bucs should win that one. Got a bye week. We go play the Washington football team, who's obviously been a disappointment this year. The Washington football team, their defense is on my fantasy team. They haven't been playing well. The Bucs should beat the Washington football team. Then you go play the lowly Giants on the November 22nd. Then we go play the Colts on the 28th. Then the Falcons on December 5th. December 12th is the Bills. Like, the only game I see in that, again, is the Buffalo Bills. That may be – the Bucs we shouldn't lose maybe one game between now and December 2nd or December 12th.
Okay. And we're going to be just fine. So why are you complaining, sir?
Just observation. I ain't complaining.
Bro, I don't know what to say about you, bro. Bro, it's like you ain't, bro. I don't know what to say about you, dog. I'm satisfied with the dub. I say that secondary played hella good considering the fact of what we dealt with. For what we dealt with, what we had to deal with. For what we had to deal with, I would say that we did pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Shut the door.
Well, I mean, shout out to Tom Brady, set NFL record. He won it, and I guess that's why I thought the Bucs was going to come out a lot stronger because as much as Tom wanted to say, "Oh, this game was another game," everybody knows if he would have lost that game, he would have been pissed. Everybody knows Tom Brady wanted to win that game.
Oh, and shout out to that first down scramble that he did. You can see it all over. You could tell he was looking like a kid again. Like he like, did I get it, guys? Like did I get it, guys? Like he was so happy. Like that was a good play. That was an awesome play. Hey, shut it up. That was an awesome play by Tom or whatever. But I was kind of happy for him or whatever, man. Shout out to the Patriots too for making it hard for him too, because it's almost like Belichick. He had that defense prepared to know Tom ways as far as. Matter of fact, shout out to Mac Jones. Mac Jones like Brady last night. He's clearly passing in a Brady system, right?
But see, I can't even. Yes, Mac Jones is good, but I think he just played a depleted Bucs defense and a secondary that normally gives up big passing yardages. And when you put the injuries on top of the Bucs secondary, I honestly think this may be an anomaly for Mac Jones. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, he played good, but we know the Bucs give up passing yardages, and so. That's why I couldn't really. I hated what Chris Collinsworth last night. Every time Mac Jones threw, he acted like Mac Jones was the second coming of Jesus. Like
no, and I don't. And his show is actually boring too, to be honest. But keep going.
I was like, is Mac Jones paying you? Like I don't like every time. Oh, he has a 4.0 GPA. Like, bro, like it's. Anyways,
they do need to stop. They do need to stop with old boy. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but they need to stop it though.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see his next couple games. But because the Patriots are 1-4 now for a reason. So I'm interested to see. Now, granted, yes, is he probably a better fit than Cam Newton? What in the long run is he a better fit?
Yes, he's a better fit.
Yeah. So
and Cam, and actually, if Cam had been out there this year and they had to start off 1-4, he would have already lost his spot, and it wouldn't have looked good. It's kind of like it's better for him to stay home than to deal with that.
Yeah, so he played good, but again, a lot of missing pieces. And I don't want to. I saw some comments about Richard Sherman, and I'm like, y'all are dumb. Like I want to, props to Richard Sherman. This man practiced with a team for 3 days and damn near played the whole game. So I don't.
I know he's sore. I know he woke up sore this morning.
And so my whole thing with Richard Sherman, I wasn't expecting him to come and be his Seattle Seahawks Richard Sherman. Nah, but what the Bucs secondary need is the same thing that the Bucs offense needed, and that was Tom Brady. Tom Brady and his experience and his charisma, his I'm gonna cuss you out, and that's what the Bucs secondary need. They need a cornerback or secondary person that they can look up to and say, you know what, Richard Sherman's probably going to the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Richard Sherman has won Super Bowls.
Yep.
Richard Sherman used to be the cornerback that everybody in the league scared throwing to. I need to listen to him.
Yep. And he also had the most targets last night.
It was almost the same rub off that we hoped that happened. What was that? 6 years ago when Darrelle Revis was on the Bucs. Revis Island came to Tampa. We thought, okay, Revis Island, Tampa, going to be locked down and he going to rub off on the secondary. But it never kind of matriculated into
the last threatening the last cornerback that we had that was a true threat besides Ronnie Barber was Aqib Talib. And you know how I felt about that.
Yeah, he clashed.
Now everybody, I guess Facebook's starting to work or whatever because the number was sitting right at 1. We had a Facebook crash today. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Somebody said yep, because what they say? Yep, because we know he wasn't going to do nothing. Who you talking about?
Who is he?
But hey man, like I said, man, shout out to the Gravediggers was the Gravediggers too, man. Like I said, Antoine Winfield came up with look. They're committing turnovers, man. He had a forced. I think he had a forced fumble and.
Richard Sherman.
Oh yeah.
You know he wasn't going to do nothing. Yeah, I mean,
he did his thing though. He did his
yeah,
thing.
I wouldn't say that.
He did his
I
thing.
didn't have high expectations. Again, this man only practiced 3 days with a team after sitting out for a whole offseason and injured. So, like, I mean, I wasn't expecting too much from Richard Sherman. I actually think he played it well considering everything he's been through. So,
like I said, I would have gave him a good B.
Yeah.
A good B. I mean, he did his thing. And if he hadn't been out there, it would have been worse.
Now, of course, there were plays where it looked like he was slow on, or, I mean, again, this is the first field he's been on in months. So, I mean, you can't, I mean, again, he's a Hall of Fame cornerback. I think he'll come back to him. Now, I'm not expecting Richard Sherman from that vaunted Seattle Seahawks defense, no. But I do think if he can give a little, just like
him turn up, the man did his thing. What are you looking for?
Yeah, hold on, Ben. I mean, I wish you had audio. I mean, what were you expecting from Richard Sherman?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you looking for, bro? Like, what you looking for? You looking for this man to go out there and be Deion Sanders? Charles Woodson?
Again, now, if we're talking about this come December and Richard Sherman hasn't had a pick or something, yeah, we can have the conversation. But he's only been on this team prior 3 days, and he was playing a whole game. So,
and he only had a good 2 days with the pass on. Anybody that want to come in here and voice their opinion, you can hit that link. And if you want to be seen, make sure you hit that link and tell us your name, where you from. So if you got an opinion, but if you don't want to type it out, you can always hit that link that I put in the chat, and I'll invite you on. And there it is. It's kind of funny how the numbers was at 1 and 2. Now the people are in here now, but that's pretty dang on good, man. Pretty dang on good. But yeah, man.
Yeah, so I got real quick. I want to give my thoughts moving forward, and you like to bash me and say I complain, but I'm just being the person that you can always improve. Everybody can always improve. On the offensive side, I want to see Mike Evans get the ball more. I don't know what it is. Mike Evans will get his numbers, but I want Mike Evans to be.
Let's just talk about it, bro. I already know you about to go at it because I was talking to my cousin about this. Let me tell you something about Mike Evans, man. And this is no shade at Mike Evans, all right? No shade at Mike Evans at all. He might end up being a Hall of Famer. He might not. I don't know. His that Super Bowl looks good on his resume along with his other number. Now, I will say this. Mike Evans, to me, he's really, really good, all right? But is he really, really raw? I say no. And I hate to say this, and I don't want to, Stephen A. Smith would say this is blasphemy. So wait. Let me get it out. There are a lot of times when Mike Evans, when you look at receivers who are like the number one receivers who are classified as the top receivers of the game, and Mike Evans is up there, right? He's not. He gets shut down too much. He gets shut down too much to be an elite receiver that people put out there for him to be. Now, I'm not taking away from Mike. It's just the fact that he has way too many shutdown days, especially against people like Lattimore. Or, I mean, he had Jalen Ramsey. He's even over the course of his career, there's been times when Mike Evans has been shut out for 3-4 games. And then he show up and finally get his numbers and get 200 yards, and then you get him going again. And I feel like he's at a point where his numbers have been so consistent with 1,000 yards every year that the public, the organization, and just everybody kind of just they want to see him get it so bad that they give it to him. And I don't want to say that he's not working for it, because he absolutely is. But if you ever ask. Have great receivers like, have you ever heard of a time when T.O. got shut down? Or have you ever heard when Randy Moss got shut down, or when Jerry Rice got shut down? Have you ever heard of these things? I've never heard of those things. And if Mike Evans want to do that, he's going to have to work through what he's working through. I don't know what it is. I know he gets double covered and all the other stuff, and he's not very good yards after catch. He's just a big guy. You can depend on him to catch the ball and do his thing and muscle you around like a little boy if you ain't got no size.
But what I was going to say is that Tom Brady's part of the problem, though. because Mike Evans, when Jameis was back there slinging it,
he had
Mike Evans
problems over there too.
What is it?
He had problems when Jameis was there too.
Yeah,
he had
nowadays. But Mike Evans was still, and I guess the point I was making, I want Mike Evans to become the focal part again of this offense. Yeah, there's other talent. You have the Antonio Browns, you have the Rob Gronkowski's, you have the Chris Godwins, but Godwin was there with Evans in the beginning, even when Jameis was there. But what I'm saying is I think it's also Tom Brady. Because when you looked at the game yesterday, traditionally in a Jameis Winston era of the Bucs offense, when you got in the red zone,
who lost that game if Jameis played?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that when you got in the red zone in the Jameis era, you knew Mike Evans was going to get the ball. Now that Tom Brady is here, you don't know if Mike Evans getting the ball. Tom may throw to a tight end. He likes to throw to running backs, and we know our running backs ain't good at catching.
Tom knows how to protect the game, though. You see, he uses his mind. He protects.
Yeah, but that's why I say Tom may be also part of it, because when you look at other quarterbacks, that's why their main receivers succeed, because literally.
Well, think about it like this. I think this. I feel like if you're really like that, you're gonna get the ball. Like Gronk is like that. AB is like that. Evans can be like that, but come on, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Remember last season,
when the ball is headed towards AB way, the first thing you thinking, there go money. That's the first thing I'm thinking. When it headed towards Mike way, I'm not saying he's going to drop it, but I don't know what I'm really going to get. I don't know what I'm really going to get. There's a reason why Antonio Brown has been getting the most targets over Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He has gotten the most targets, and the man showed up in a half a season. Why is it that it seems like he got more? Why? It's because when Tom knows you're like that, he's going to feed you like that.
But then I also say, okay, well then Byron Leftwich, you need a better game plan for your players. Remember last year there was a couple games Mike Evans had no catches, and it's like, bro, you can't.
At the end of the day, Byron is doing the best he can. Tom is the ultimate decision maker when he's out there. I mean, come on, let's talk about it. I mean, I believe there's a lot of things Byron's doing.
But you can also call plays like the Patriots call some good.
What are you complaining about, man?
Hold on, because didn't I say
complaining?
Didn't I say I was going to talk about how we move forward? Didn't I say that?
You stay complaining.
Didn't I say that? I can't be mad. I want my dog Mike Evans to be more part of the offense. That's not complaining. That's like, I just want Mike Evans to be more part of the offense. That ain't nothing. That's not complaining. That's like, I know Mike Evans has been the face of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers since he got here. Stayed with the Bucs. Could have left the Bucs. Stayed it. Stuck it out. Him and Levante are the originals. I just want my dog to eat.
Well, he will eat. But he got to be like that.
Anyways, that's my off.
And also too, and he is like that. He is like that. But like I said, Tom, he's there for security and so many different things that you have to just take the game for what it is. So if he ain't ate that day and we end up getting a dub, hey, I think everybody knows in the system of Tom Brady, it's only going to be a select few people that's really going to eat. And everybody else gonna have to just be a part of the team and contribute. I think that's a Tom Brady system. Would you agree? A Tom Brady system is pretty much almost guaranteed that you're not going to be the player that you want to be in your head playing with Tom Brady. But
I think that's why people thought Scotty Miller was going to have a better career, because Tom Brady loves those slot receivers. So,
AB came to town.
Yeah,
AB came to town, and he look. All Tom wants is many threats. And the thing about it is you don't know where he's going to distribute it when he got so many threats. He knows where everybody's angles are. So I feel like it works.
Prove my point. That is why when I was sending you a message yesterday, that's why I was upset the Bucs only had 6 points for a while in that game. There's too many weapons on that.
It was raining.
I do not care. They are professional athletes practicing in Tampa, Florida every day where it rains every day. So, and that was part of the comments today. I think Bruce Arians talked about how they need to get better offense because they have all those weapons and 6 points. That's inexcusable.
Man, bro, that's just one dang on time. Stop playing.
Anyways, that's my offensive point. Defense, we already know my point on defense. We got to get better on secondary and get healthy. Now, do I think that's going to hurt us against the Dolphins? No. So I don't Sunday, I think we should have our way against the Miami Dolphins, in-state rival. Tua's not playing, which kind of sucks. I would have loved to see how Tua played against the Bucs defense, but it's the NFL. Somebody got to step up. So,
yeah, most def, man. Well, at the end of the day, man, we here. The Buccaneers are still here. We raising our flags in the air. You ain't got your merch because you don't believe in the Bucs like that. You ain't got your merch, bro. You ain't been wearing your merch lately.
We Super Bowl champions. What you mean?
You ain't been wearing your merch. You ain't been wearing your merch lately. You feel me?
We Super Bowl champions.
Hey, you ain't been wearing your merch, man. That's all I gotta say is you got some explaining to do. But everybody, man, it's your boy JB, aka Spoken. We got my dog.
What up? B Ham. Follow me. B Ham on TV.
Yeah, so y'all, that's pretty much the end of it. Until y'all meet us again. Bucs World. Peace.